I'm not sure I want to walk down the fucking hill again, y'all.
We don't loot. We don't damage property. We are peaceful protesters. If you cannot be peaceful, why don't you just leave? Well, I want to ask everybody here, why after 20 years, they need $50 million more to solve homelessness. Oh, man! They keep impounding people's vehicles. How come, after years, how come after 20 years they keep impounding people's vehicles? Impounding people's vehicles when they're homeless and they got no other place to sleep. This is a public area. Let's go. What the hell is going on? How's it closed? This guy's right. You're breaking your own damn law. The council, the mayor of the city.
She had to take you guys off the gimbal and put you back on the battery charger again. So, sorry about that. So.
What's your stream?
A green television.
Green television. Where's that out of?
Twitch.
Oh, it's a Twitch. Okay.
Yep.
Do you have like a special audience that you speak to?
I do. I speak to people in the Green Party and other eco-socialists.
Okay, I'm an African internationalist socialist.
Right on.
African internationalist socialist. I'm with the African People's Socialist Party.
Right on.
Yep. So
No, we don't care about that.
this is a colonial war we're fighting.
Yes, it is.
We cannot vote our way into this.
I've seen homeless
Even if
people
we get
with their
ballot
hands
access,
over
we're still fighting colonialism. And we got to destroy the colonial state.
Yes, we do.
What was it? Green something?
Green television.
Thank you. Green
Yep.
television. All right.
Unless you're sick and tired of having a gun
Underscore.
to your head,
Yeah, green television underscore.
black kids and family and no other protest.
I'm sorry, I hate saying the underscore bit, y'all.
Burn down the
What did I say?
We brought all the branches, but now there's a hell of a lot more coming. If you do not work with us, you will be against us, and you will be trampled on. That pension's going away, too. All that shit going away. You can smile for now, but shit won't burn. Shit will burn. These are not empty threats. We're not the ones. We were trying to be peaceful. We were leaving y'all alone. But now, y'all encroached on our rights. So guess what? Everything's fair game. And y'all know what I'm saying is true, because y'all know how it works. Law of the jungle, baby. Law of the streets. Read the book of Revelation.
My grandmother fought for 40 years for these people.
I mean,
Damned if I don't
This
continue
thing's
to
all about Solomon and Gomorrah. I'm gonna take it just a
Heal with Foods, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Dark Side of the Rainbow.
This thing's nothing but Solomon and Gomorrah.
It is a bit that way, isn't it? Either be.
Revelation for yourself and find out for yourself.
I really don't want to walk down that hill on the other side. I'm not kidding you. I don't think I can do it, actually. I think our effort might be well served to walk uphill and head my happy ass back towards where I live. I've been out here for 10 hours so far today. 10 hours on the street.
You're upholding tyranny.
No, I'm charging, I promise you. Call an Uber. I could call an Uber, I suppose, but that seems like a bad plan. I don't have Uber. I don't have anything on my phone. This is a phone to take out to a protest, so there's no apps, there's no contacts, there's one contact number, that's it. There's nothing else installed on here. So, I didn't bring my bus pass. So make pretend like I'm a hustler for real. So you know I got a stolen bus pass.
That's not worth it. That's not worth it. You don't want another brother in jail.
Okay. I don't know what your is.
What does he represent?
So excuse me, you're with SPN?
Yeah, well,
So
Concrete reporting.
So who are you on there?
At Concrete?
Yeah.
I made it.
Oh, okay, right
my
on.
thing.
Right on.
Yeah.
So I'm
Well,
doing
I mean,
television.
CJ, me and Shay, we run it together.
Oh, right on, right on.
Yeah, I know. I know you can hear me now. I have plugged the mic cord in. I thought I'd find CJ around here.
I think they went around to the backside.
Yeah, but he might be coming that way too. Anybody that can hear this, live in Seattle, send people down here.
Do I think people will be marching at the mayor's house again? I mean, maybe.
Get everybody.
That's not as useful probably as marching right here, because they're here.
There's CJ.
The mayor's here. She's in the fucking building. So.
So when you hear somebody get on this bullhorn and start a chant, my brother, check this out, my brother. When I'm on this mic, don't cut me off ever again. Listen, if we're gonna do this differently than when we did it over there in college, we are gonna have structure. We are gonna have a foundation here. We are not gonna let our image get overrun like it got overrun.
Can't wait to see what goes on tonight. I mean, that's obviously a big deal, and I want to be, you know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it that long. 100%. Has David Lewis been around today? I haven't seen him. I don't know how we're getting trained right now. So hold up, y'all. Ouch.
They're walking! Let's go!
My friend and mom said they saw me on Green TV.
Oh, right on. Alright, you fuckers. You're on supercharge. Alright. Thanks for helping Lucky me with power. Yeah, of course. I was happy to. I don't always have an extra battery or anything, but I did, so it was good. Oh, this damn hill, y'all. That's what we call a fucking smarter. That is a significant problem. Oh, my knee! God damn. Yo, Vicky, thanks for that follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to the dark side of the rainbow. Them hills can be murdered. God, I know my knee is so screwed, y'all. So. you know, we're like post up right here, I guess.
In residents of the city of Seattle, residents want to stay from entering. All doors are locked all around.
Sorry to hear about the knee. Yeah, me too. Sure, I'm sure you. I'm sorry to hear about it as you are. Somehow, maybe more. Arguably more. Or just a sorry. Walking up the steps of power, apparently, where they will simply ignore us until we go away. Weekdays 7 to 6, this building will remain open for public proceedings as scheduled. There's a public proceeding happening right now. Before entering, please self-evaluate your health. Like do a COVID check, I guess. Is this the repaired knee or the better one? It's the most recently hurt one.
City Hall.
The one that got hurt
City Hall.
at the protest zone. Closed due to COVID. I mean, no, they're open. They're in there right now. You can see them on television. It's not closed for COVID. This is closed to us. Where's Swan with the Kiwi? Well, good question. I think she's probably in there. I mean, is the currently injured one the ACL reconstruction? No, it is not. The ACL reconstruction is good. This is the one that's injured is the MCL. So I feel like it felt just, there was a crunch when I got hit, a crunch, and then I went to walk on it, and there was a bigger crunch, and it really hurt a lot, and then I turned and pivoted, there was another crunch, and it really hurt a lot, and then I had to stop running on it as much, and then it just hurt a bunch. And so basically I'm in that spot with it right now, so. All right. And I can't put you on a charger, so you don't get that. You just get to look, I guess, down here behind me. See the Seattle police are down on the street already behind us. Just one police car so far, but easy enough for a bunch of them to show up there real quick, right? I saw a beautiful black lady walk by, y'all rocking an afro of old school style. Right on. All right, so we got a supervisor pulling up out there. And that guy's just standing fist in the air. Hell yeah. Oh, that knee is the kneecap dislocated? I don't know, it feels pretty rough. All right, so there's a guy. When the mayor and the city council call it a day, do they have to leave through the parking garage? They could leave through the parking garage, which is The exit's right over here. On this street right here, this is Cherry Street. So it's right here, but there was a guy, yeah, this fella. We make sure that, keep a little bit of an eye out on this sitch. Because, you know, like cops usually get fucking salty about this crap. He's just following that one cruiser. Right, he got up and he kneeled next to it over on the other street. And then the cop pulled forward like 20 feet. Then he got up and followed it and it went forward again. And so yeah, he just followed it around. He's just walking until the cop went away. So that's the thing. Well, I mean, the parking garage is right here. Okay, well, this is one of them, right? This is the loading dock, but they could leave other places, I think. You see, I feel like my kneecap is dislocated too, because like every so often I'll kind of click it back into place, and then it feels like a lot better. It'll click. I'll actually hear a click, kind of get, you know, feeling better, and then it starts to hurt again. So, I don't know. I should probably go see the doctor about it. Probably. Hey, look, they're flying the rainbow flag, but also the flag with the ACE colors on it and the black and brown lives matter colors. So that's an interesting flag that they're flying, given what's happening at this very moment. Don't you think? They just, as you know, so the CHAZ, the CHOP is actually located. Is that your meniscus?
The only thing I
Probably.
can say to people that are sitting around here right now is the fact that our city, again, our city
Probably.
has spent 10 years talking about the homeless plan that hasn't worked. It's gone after taxpayers, it's making people
That's your diagnosis. Yeah, all right, fucking house. Get a good knee brace. Yeah, I've got one. It's not great, but it's come off. It slid off. I have a neoprene brace, and it has come off. Ouch. It's right here, and the stupid brace has slid, like down my leg, y'all. So the ice thing. It's not that I'm opposed to ice. I just don't have any ice.
which is impounded people's vehicles.
Like we're
We
actually.
the people will continue to fight for the marginalized and oppressed by systemic racism, and will tear down the sound injustices and systems by reinforcing and financing social, mental, education, and community services.
It doesn't hurt behind the knee. Yes, it does.
Repeat it again.
It hurts very much behind the knee.
Will continue to fight for the marginalized and oppressed by systemic racism, and will tear down the social injustices and systems by reinforcing and financing social, mental health, education, and community services. Are we in agreement? Are we in agreement?
Alright. So that brace is actually up some. Yeah. White willow bark equals medicine. Wondering if it's coming from the. I took a big fall. I landed on my knee and on my left hip. Like it was so hurt. Initially, I couldn't lift my leg because my hip was hurting so badly too. So there's that. White willow bark is medicine, right? Isn't that what aspirin is actually made of, though? Is like willow bark or whatever? It's anti-inflammatory aspirin. Well, yeah, gotcha. So I don't have any of that. I have just ibuprofen or whatever. So that's all right. Let me see where we are on the charge for a second, y'all. $23%. right, so here's the thing. Recommended in the future. Thanks, Carrie. The future. Well, hopefully this shit doesn't happen anymore. What the fuck? Yo, JTTV, what's up? Thanks for the follow. My eyes are beautiful. Hey, boy, thank you so much. Appreciate it. I love you so much. Aww.
He's supposed to be with David.
Thank you.
Tell them to tell the people that's up here that we're occupying.
White willow bark with chamomile is pretty nice. Yo, dog, that sounds like some pretty decent tea. I gotta be honest, but I've never had it, so I wouldn't know shit about it.
Why can't we drive the cars we want to drive and not worry about being pulled over because we found certain kind of
Or two merit. Fair.
And this shit has been going on for years. How much more training can you give the police? If you've been training the motherfucker for a year and he ain't figured it out, you should get rid of him.
If we trained him for a year, that would probably be a lot better. We don't train him for that long at all. It's not even close.
If you have a racist police officer on your force, black people are in danger.
Yo, Thomas, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the dark side of the rainbow.
We're asking you to save our lives. Why is that so hard? How could that be difficult?
And also, and I don't know how this is possible, because like this is seriously not the space for this, okay? So please understand that I know this, all right? I understand it's not the right spot for this. The dog? Like, what the hell is up with these cuties out here? Like, seriously. There's some seriously cute folks just running around in these protests. How can I know? I don't know, but I know.
What good is a mayor that can't
Police are supposed to protect and serve, not beat and kill. The most accurate police car sign I ever saw was in that fucking movie Transformers. It was to punish and enslave, right?
every black person out on the streets today, their life is in danger.
I'm kind of laying down a bit. I've got my feeties kind of kicked up here a bit. We've been walking for 11 hours today. 11 hours we've been out here.
And when they get back down here on the street, they're going to take it out on black folks. I don't have a mansion with a gate to go hide behind.
Did you get a nap in? Nope. No naps, nothing, just walking, standing around, chatting a bit opposite. Look, if you weren't here earlier for the stream, if you weren't here earlier, so I'm not proud, but I'm not ashamed to say that inexplicably, as I'm standing there in the line today, you know, like filming them like I am and all, there was a police officer that was just like fucking gorgeous. I mean, gorgeous. And so I was just like, holy shit. And so I walked over. I waited till there was a little bit of a lull. And I walked over to the police officer and I said, excuse me, I hope, you know, I know this might seem weird and all, but you are stunningly attractive and I just wanted to come and tell you that. And you're like, yeah, okay. And then later I walked around some more. And then finally I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ask him on a date. So I did. I went and I said, look, you know, this is super strange and all. And I said, you know, when this is all over, could I take you out for a beer? You know, and they're like, no. You know, I'm engaged and all, but if you'd like to come by the precinct and get a coffee, you know, sometime, I would be happy to do that. No, I'm not going to be friends. I mean, I guess I would. See, here's the thing: if I could fuck the police. I would totally do it. But I don't want to be friends. I'm not there for friendship. I was a little embarrassed to admit that earlier, but I was like, fuck it. Man, I can see how you're doing. Holy shit, it's been a while.
It's uncalled for. It's uncalled for to live in a system that has no social justice.
Coming with no sleep? No. I imagine a lot of folks today, because the police came in at 5 in the morning, and I guess I was out like by 5:30, and I was already awake. Like, I had been up by that point for like 10 hours. So, no, we're just waiting. We're just like fucking hanging out and waiting for, you know. I love their matching purple and black outfits though. Is that person in front of me catching some Z's or dead? I mean, you can sleep when you're dead. Those are the same, I think. Anyway, no, just catching some Z's, like me, kind of resting. She's been out for a long time with me. Like, I'm just all like reclined and laying down. My feet are really, really killing me. How many hours without sleep? So this is 24.
I know one thing. That everything that we're serious about, know what's going to happen over there.
I mean, it's the city. Right, like a little fly bridge up there for people to walk across from one building to the other.
But if you are standing up for what you believe,
So you never have to come down to the street and mix with the commoners.
and that's fucking you.
Yeah, I've been out for a while.
So people in power will realize that you're not going to separate us. And maybe we need to teach them to get with the program.
Boom.
You know she got 2 strikes against her. She's black and she's a woman. I get that. But here's the deal. This is an opportunity for a police officer to get in a situation. It's nothing to your gun. All you need is a pen. We can do it with a pen.
My feeties are so fucking killing me, man. These dogs are barking.
So we gonna stay out here.
I'm not gonna stay out here. I can't.
Because of their country.
I can't stay out here. I want to stay, but I can't. What I want is somebody who lives close to here to come and get me in their car and drive me I was airborne. Yeah, I was in the 101st. But anyway, I asked the cop out, so whatever. On the protest line, they're on their fucking bike, or just on the bike line, you know, with the bikes and shit like that, just like doing their bike shit. And so I just walked up and I was like, yeah, you know, whatever. That was fun.
They say top will follow $500,000 a day. That's what they say. That's what one of the officers up there told me, that it was costing us $500,000 a day.
That's a good story. Right, like here's the thing. I was thinking about that today. I was like, you know, that's actually what I was thinking about. Like, I'm never going to be in a situation, I think, like this again. And, you know, run into a person like that and all the rest. And I felt bad for not saying anything to Protest Bay the other night. So, you know, it did take a fair amount of courage. I'll give you that.
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter!
All right. So I'm gonna put you on this charger. I'm gonna put you on the gimbal, and we're gonna make our way. We're gonna make our way out. It's gonna take a while. We're pretty far away from where the fuck we started. Like really far away. If you might remember the march down here. But we'll walk together, we'll talk together, we'll share some anecdotes. I will right. Lights out! Guerrilla radio! Turn that shit up!
Hey, we could probably go right through that park over here next to the court and meet a bunch of people from there, but it'll just be a bunch of people probably.
Bus is cheap. You can't take the bus without a bus pass. And I don't have my bus pass. So yeah, it is cheap, but you can't do it without the pass. Besides, they're only, I don't know, I have no idea which bus to take to get back to where the fuck I need to be. So there's that. Because I'm not,
What happened to this guy?
Marissa is good people.
He's being civilly disobedient. It says no laying on the property.
they don't take cash. Yeah, hell no. They don't take cash, yeah.
Say, did we walk through that much? You ain't gonna die on us, are you? You want me to give you mouth to mouth?
Told you from mouth to mouth.
They might actually be free because of COVID. Was it free because of COVID before? All right, but look, y'all, we do gotta get walking our feet. Our legs. The legs of our feet are the feet of our legs. The legs of our feet. Oh, my fucking, the back of my head though. All right, so get a little of my face as we walk and talk for a bit. Where the fuck am I? Oh, oh my God! I'm for Cherry Street. So the cops are kind of, you know, setting up across the way over here. It's kind of give you a sense of what they're doing. And they're posting up over in this parking lot, right over there. So it's time for us to get going, I think. We've been out for 11 hours on the streets today, and that's a fair bit of time. Not, you know, gonna pretend otherwise. Oh my God, see, y'all, this is my street. I don't want to tell you too much about anything, but where I first lived in Seattle is right on this road right here. Right here in front of City Hall. This is it. 5th and Cherry. So I'm also pretty visible, like I'm pretty recognizable. And so I want to be mindful, you know, as we're wandering about, because I don't want to get snatched by a wandering patrol car. You feel me? Am I marching again tonight? That doesn't seem likely. Like, I've got, you know, I've got a couple other things to do today as well, but there's no chance. There's no chance I can get those things done today because the day is mostly over for me. We all need a rest day, no burnouts. Well, I wouldn't necessarily call this a rest day, to be fair. So, there's that, but fire engines! I always thought it was so cool, like for reals and trues, okay? No shit. I always thought it was so cool that they had a steering wheel at the back of the fire truck to also help it. Like, that's just one of the neatest things. It might be a good idea to keep weight off the knee for a day or two. Yeah, you're not wrong. It's a great idea. No question. Will I do it? I mean, maybe. Maybe. There's no guarantees about that. See, if I keep weight off of it for a few days, you're not wrong. It's totally the play. And I've been doing that. I've been keeping it elevated. You know, I've been doing the rice without the ice part. So just the rest, elevation, and okay, so I haven't been doing the compression either. So just the rest and the elevation. But by maybe, do you just mean I'll probably just smoke more? Hey! I mean, no, I don't just mean that. I mean, it's something I do mean. It's not the only meaning. So these are these goddamn hills. Look at that shit. Look at it. Look at it. It's like a fucking, like these flat, like boom, boom, boom. I don't know. Anyway, Seattle's a crazy place, y'all. Like, geographically speaking, it's so hilly you wouldn't believe it. It's like one of the most hilly places I've ever been in my life, bar none, and absolutely the hilliest city in the United States that gets snow in the lower 48, that is. So there's that. Maybe the lady will rub my knee. What, the lady? Because that would be good. Can I get a knee and hip rub? Try Pittsburgh. Yeah, Pittsburgh is not as hilly as Seattle, as it turns out. Hard to believe, but true. Yep. For serious. For truth and serious. Yeah, so this building right here, check it out. You see this thing right here? This is our public library. This edifice right here. So I think it's one of the coolest structures in the city, where it's got like this external skeleton. This building is a really interesting construction. So you can see the outside of the girders right here. As it turns out, there's no interior girders on this building at all. Everything is in from the outside and holds it like a web of metal. It's really cool. And it's got everything in it. It's a library. So, you know, it's got all the things. Books, computers, libraries, all the stuff you'd find in a library. Dead birds, like, you know, dead birds. Here at the old library. Find everything at the library. And you get to stroll with me through the city. What the fuck street do I want to take here? I mean, I guess you know what we can do though? I know it's a little fucking cliched. We can just retrace our steps all the way back down 5th. We'll just go up Pine, you know, right up the corridor and see what's going on. God, my hip though. My hip and my knee. Dead birds are cat food. Curious fact, Seattle has more dogs than children of humans in it. Most most families don't live in Seattle, actually. They live in surrounding cities. So most people living in Seattle are not families or people with kids, that is. So. All right, we are strolling through the city itself, downtown. Thanks for being here. Let me flip this around so you can see my happy dome. All right, we've got our mask on, we're doing good. Got our helmet on, so we're gonna keep our skull safe. We got our high vis vest, so hopefully no drivers will just run us over, because Seattle drivers are not great at doing shit like that. Or not running you over, I suppose. So, we're doing good. I'm so impressed you keep your mask on properly. Hey, thank you. I don't keep it on all the time. Like, I went into a restaurant today to get lunch, and so I, took it down for that. I made sure I was socially distanced from people, 6 feet or so, hand sanitizer, the deal. And mask on as soon as I was done eating. Well, I was still hanging out. But the thing is, friends, we were talking about this before. There's already about 127,000, a little bit more, Americans dead from COVID-19. If you don't live in America, it's this very, very different story. But in my country, we got about 127,000 of us dead. We lost about 117, give or take, thousand in World War I. So what I'm telling you is, we've lost more people to COVID-19 in 5 months than we lost in the entirety of World War I. Now, that's a fucking sobering fucking fact to me. And it makes me very, very mindful. But after lunch, we had tacos. They were fucking delicious. I haven't been out for food in so long. And then it just happens to be, there's a taco restaurant right near where the protest is. So I was just able to go post up in that taco joint, get some tacos, get a Mandarin, what the fuck drink was that? I don't even remember the brand, but anyway, like a Mandarin drink, and it was fucking delicious. So I had tacos and I had orange soda. It was great. Chile is 7th on the list. So look, it's the fancy theater. It's the fancy theater here in Washington State, or not Washington State, but I guess maybe Washington State. Right, it's just the one here in downtown Seattle. This is the 5th Avenue Theater. Even walking down this slight incline really kind of fucking snakes on that fucking knee, y'all. So there's that. Understandable, you have Brazil coughing on you. Brazil, put your fucking masks on. No, I guess, but in Brazilian, I guess Portuguese, but nevertheless, no still. You're still out. See, we had to go march down to the city hall, and that took a while. And then once we got down to City Hall, we had to march around and bang on the doors for a bit, and that took a while. And once we got done marching and banging on doors, my knee was hurting. So, and to take a small break. Now we're on our way back to the main protest zone, but also back to where we came into this whole thing. And so maybe we can take a trip to the home at this juncture, because friends, I've been out for a long time. I've been out for over 11 hours so far. We got out here just after 5 a.m. So I wasn't watching anything, but on the Seattle Protest Network, a message was posted, and I saw it. And I just happened to go click. Most of the time on Discord, I don't go click on messages if if I see it pop up for me. But I did this time, and it was the police lining up in Chaz on 11th and Pine, starting to push with their bikes. So I was in my underwear at the time. I'd already been up for like 11 hours. So I was like, shit, what do we do? And I was like, nothing, there's no question. Put on our fucking clothes and go. So I did. And my hips are hurting. Like, you just don't know. Maybe you do know. Maybe you do know. Maybe you know all about it. Doc Memory, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Dark Side of the Rainbow. Thanks for joining Green Television. Sure do appreciate it. What do I think of the new building behind me? Not much. Like, Seattle is full of fucking new construction. Like, it's my bane. It's my anathema. When I used to live right down in this corridor on this street, just about 2 blocks up from where we were going. So this is 5th Avenue. I lived at 5th Avenue and Wall Street. Sounds fancy, doesn't it? It was. It was super fancy. It was super fancy. Have I been working out during quarantine? Well, so everybody. Well, like to some extent I have, yes, but like no more so than before. Like I was already working out in the same kind of way, and I was already fairly much a homebody. I like to go out to events and stuff, going dancing, maybe going. I'm not really out to eat. I enjoy it. It's not like I'm not trying to say that I don't. But if you say to me, Dahlia, what do you want to go do if we go out? I'm going to say go dancing. Now, do we get something to eat? Sure, maybe. But that's what I want to do if we go out. Unless I develop a different habit where I go out a bunch. If I start going out a bunch, then it probably wouldn't matter as much, right? Then I would be less, whatever. If you were in New York, it would be super fancy. Hey, well. So look, let me ask you a question, New York folks, or anyone who has got an eye on it. I was reading earlier, somebody was telling me in the chat that New York is setting up their own autonomous zone. That's happening today. And I heard the cops in New York weren't taking too kindly to that. So I was wondering if y'all had any news on it. I've been out here all day, so I haven't really been able to stay up with the news. And so there's my only, and this stupid chat has been so inconsistent. From today's video session, we've been out a long time, but there must be 13 videos from today. Some of them are only like, 1 minute long or 30 seconds long or 40, whatever, because I wasn't able to connect to the chat or it would just disconnect right away. Why? Who knows? All right, so we're on Pine right now, right? And so Pine Pine and Pike are the two main streets that were the heart of the CHAZ CHOP protest. Coverage has been funky all day. See, that's the thing, like, I've been having some weird tech issues that, like, they're just anomalous issues, right? So I don't want to be, the cops are jamming me with their super spy tech, except that, they got super spy tech, y'all. I mean, are they using stingrays here right now? I would imagine so. Why would they not? Which is why I'm trying to be really mindful about my, my phone, what's on it, that kind of stuff. So it's not just you. Heal with Foods, no, it's not just you. It's been happening all the place, everywhere we've gone today. Oh, my back. So the only place it really hasn't been bad was down there near the City Hall. Up here near the protest zone, which is, well, there's a bridge we're gonna go across and all. But, yeah, it's been real spotty over there. Now, some of it I think is just cell phone saturation. A bunch of us there streaming, a bunch of people on live view and stuff like that. It happens. Yeah. So I think what I need is like a selfie stick so you guys are fucking over here like this. But I can't hold you out here like this too much because that's really extending on my arm. What's Live View? Live View is a like a backpack system with a portable data encoder. So like when you stream right now, it has to go to an encoder to do it. My phone is doing the encoding at the moment, which is why your stream quality is, okay. Nevertheless, Live View is like a big backpack battery thing that does encoding at 1080p, 60 FPS. So it's really sweet, but it costs, like if you don't build it yourself, right? And if you just buy it off the shelf like it is, it's about $2,200. And then you have an unlimited data plan, high-speed bandwidth thing that you got to have to make it work, which I have. I have a unlimited data plan for my phone, but that's what you need to make that work too. So there's that. It is a lot. But mind you, basically what I'm running around with right now is like 2/3 of that cost. So, like the live view set itself is like $990, maybe $950 depending. Then you get the camera, the mic, the other things that that you gotta have. Yeah, the back of the knee is hurting. The front of the knee is, at the moment, not a big deal. Nothing hurts particularly going uphill. So, is this the downhill? So the downhill means I'm opening up the knee and putting a lot of pressure on the front, right, on the front of the knee joint as I walk. So I suspect I already had an MCL injury there, so I suspect it re-injured the MCL, lifted up some scar tissue, probably tore the meniscus. You know. Protests seem to be winding down nationwide. Well, not tonight, my friends. This shit's gonna blow up here. We've been out here all day. So, people have been at work. Everything that the police did, they did super early in the morning. And that whole zone, that entire area, is closed off for 10 days. Only residents, and only if you own a business or work there, can go in or out. But let me ask you a question, friends. If you got a bar in that zone, and there are a lot of bars in that zone, I don't have to live in that zone to go to a bar there, do I? Yeah. Hey, by the way, this is I-5. This is where we've been blocking every night. Right across. I'm not right here, but right over here. Road. Yeah, it is. Have I been blocking people from getting to work? No. I mean, maybe. Probably not many though. Our march took about 30 minutes, I guess. Oh, what? Do you mean blocking I-5? Oh no, that's been at night. We've been doing that around 9 p.m. or so. Most of the time. When we're going over to the West Precinct protests, which typically happen every night, this is usually where we post up to get ready. Right here. It's a good spot. So here's what we'll be doing. We'll be going till the end of the stream. The end of the stream will be when the battery dies or until I get sufficiently extricated from the zone that I can turn it off. So we've got maybe, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, give or take, as we walk. X1, what's up, baby? Welcome to the dark side of the rainbow. Thanks for joining us in Green Television _. want to be real careful that folks don't jump out of this van and grab me. I don't want, just real careful. I just want to acknowledge it. If they grab me, they grab me. Well, there's really not a whole lot of ways to do that, to be fair. If I get arrested, it usually takes 48 hours to process and actually get booked. So for the first 2 days, you won't even know where I am. After that, usually in King County Jail. So I guess call my attorney. God, my fucking feet though. Sorry, what's up? Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the green side of the rainbow. The dark side of the rainbow. This hill is killing me, y'all. You might recall from the previous nights when we've been marching, we get back to this hill to walk up, like we're all chanting super strong until we get about halfway up this hill. Then everyone's pace starts to slow down. The chanting gets a little bit quieter, you know, because people don't have the same cardio health. Jesus Christ, but for reals. Rule number 1, fucking cardio. Did I forget rule number 1? No, I didn't forget it. I just haven't had an opportunity to work on my cardio in a while. So we're here, and well, we're close. All right, so 15% notice on the battery. What does that mean? I think that means 20 minutes, give or take, which is good because we're about there. Unlikely that we're going to see anything of interest that you haven't seen already. At this point, the chopped chest stuff has mostly been cleared out, I guess. It was probably 80% done when we walked down the march. So, right?
For the most part.
Appreciate you. Hey, thank you. I appreciate y'all too. I really do. Thanks for being here today. Thanks for walking with us again. I talk about a lot. I know there's a bunch of people who can't be here for a variety of reasons. So I'm really glad that you can be with me virtually. You can walk with me here, see it for yourself. But again, remember, I'm pretty biased, right? I'm going to point my camera at the things that interest me. And so that's what we all do. You as a consumer of independent media have an obligation to yourselves to be as mindful as you can about recognizing the fact that even independent media like me still have agendas and biases which come into play. So there's that. Rise PDX, hell yeah. Oh my God, it smells like delicious pizza right here. All right, we're almost at Broadway. And you can see there's a pretty big crowd. Maybe you can't see it yet. There's a pretty big crowd there, which is where we left earlier. We were standing here, Broadway and Pine. Then we left with the march from there. So, I appreciate y'all being here. Right. Police helicopters all day long. This has been the theme. It's like the theme music of the day. Has been chopper fucking wash and rotor wash technically, but whatever, y'all don't care about technicalities. You're here for the flavor, not the technical precision. All right, I do want to let you see this protest though. All right, before we run out of battery. Maybe I can post up here until we're done, actually. Am I going on the march? I already went on the march. I brought my happy self back. The march is still down there, vaguely spread out all over the space, banging on the doors. So here's what we're doing, fam. We're already posting up here. We're already gonna be in this quad space across the street from here. Yo, Chocolaire, what's up? Oh, the 8 p.m. march. Yeah, there's no way. No way. I've already been here like 11.5 hours, y'all. Am I staying hydrated? Nope. That's a big 10-0 euro. All right. So we're back to where the march started. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for making it back. Thanks for making it back with me. We got a little bit of time so we can check it out.
Say his name. Say his name. George Floyd. Say his name.
Right. And you can see on the other side, all the way up on the street, at the other end, you can see another big cordon up there. And that's where the old precinct is. Precinct 13. I guess it's still the current precinct, whatever. But you know what I mean.
Hey, Rick. Can we finish, please? Let's finish.
Hold up. Let her go ahead and mess. No, let her go ahead and mess this up some more. Can we finish?
Can I finish our speech?
We saw it yesterday or 2 days ago. So bad.
I told him it's your grandson's birthday. You ready? 3 years old. You let to go home. You're my concierge, even though you don't know what that means. You're my advisor. You don't know what that means. You've been here since day one with me, watching out for me, keeping my head together, keeping me focused. No drugs, no alcohol.
Barbecue cow at 5.
Focus.
I mean, it'd be super cool.
No violence. No looting. So let me get back to what we was saying. I'm not gonna talk shit about mayor, chief, or anybody, or CLPD, my protesters. I love my protesters. I love you.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, I was doing this a lot over here. It seemed very, interesting.
Prime Invest is an awful time. Prime Invest is the
This right here is what we're worried about. Thank you. What's your name?
All day. You know it.
It should be
Yes, sir.
You get it. See, you get it. But you get it. You can say, see, an agitator. An agitator. You agitator. Can you get it? See, we doing some serious.
Oh, you're saying that now in case my battery dies. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. My battery will die and I won't hear you. So thank you for being here. Thank you all. Appreciate it very much. I would like to see what's going on the other side, to be fair. Are there people gathering up over there too?
They're not going to let you know.
I mean, yes, plastic tape, but also those people with guns. I mean, it's both plastic tape and guys with guns holding us back, so. Stop talking.
Especially like after the march.
Everyone is free. No one's saying you can't talk.
I've been on 24 days straight.
We're gonna have to move over to the right side over here just a bit.
I ain't gonna fight none of these. I ain't gonna fight these people. I'm come another day. I'm going home.
Don't need your fucking loud ass anyway.
Come on here and talk shit.
Okay, I'm right here. No, I didn't.
Bring your ass over here and talk shit. Come on.
Are you a cop? Why do you behave this way?
You're the one with the gun. I'm the one that's unarmed, asshole. I'm the one that's unarmed.
Stop engaging him. Everyone needs to stop
Fine.
engaging Rick. He maces people. There's no reason.
So.
He's just loud and he has a gun. Don't give him attention.
Don't give attention.
They're gonna come over and beat our asses because of him.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, the guy's a ticking time bomb.
They're moving. It's like trying to instigate a fight over there.
Because like, you have to do like cabaret.
He's so ready.
We want to see you dance. Because Rick was like shouting.
Okay, I really hate that I love pop fashion. I'm so into military. That's
I was like, where was her?
Oh, that's been all right. Okay, but that's okay because like you're not.
Hey, D, you could be the Amazon knockoff if you really want. You could be the Bezos beta.
Okay, so we're gonna go this way. Yeah, there are candles. So I appreciate it. Appreciate y'all being here tonight. Appreciate you being here with me all day today. We've been out here for 12 hours running around on these streets, following the protests, marching, doing everything we can, talking to these cops, trying to figure out what the hell's going on. And we've run our course. We've run this body as ragged as I can probably run it today and still have anything left for later on tonight. I gotta do a thing with my friend. I gotta go fucking farm Mechagon, y'all. Like, I don't have flying yet, okay? I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Dahlia, we're already in the last patch before the next expansion. Yes, okay, and they still don't have flying. So what are you trying to say? I'm trying to say that one of my friends who has flying should be able to take me around and help me get flying. And that friend does do that. So there you go. Just not as frequently as I would like, I guess. Whatever. Whatever, Emmy. Yo, Tick, what's up? You got it home from visiting the rents. I haven't heard it called that since 1998. Thanks for bringing some nostalgia back to the stream, yeah? Appreciate it. I mean, most of the art's gonna be, I don't even know. Like, depends on where it is, I guess. Like, some folks are gonna wanna keep it, of course. But other places are gonna wanna take it down and wash it or whatever the fuck they're gonna do. But like, a lot of it's super cool. Like those murals on those walls over there. Those things are amazing. I'm gonna try and get across the street and get a shot of that if I can. Maybe I can't though. Can I do that? It doesn't look like anyone is kind of walking right through, I mean, driving through there, so maybe we can just do it. Maybe we did it, so there you go. Sony, what's up? Sonya, oh, we saw your fucking shit. Sorry. Hey, check this out, check this out. Can we get this whole mural on here? I think we can. This is just an amazing piece. All right. This part of the city did fine. This is the part of the city where the protest was. I don't know. If you think, like, I don't know what y'all saw in normal media, but like right there, see that street? That's where it is. It's right there. We're right here. It's like not that far away, right? So when you say this part of the city, this is that part of the city. These businesses out here, however, asked artists and they collaborated with the community to have artists come and do murals on their walls. And that's why they're all signed and that's why they're all like this. Check this one out. Oh my gosh. Look at this. This is fucking amazing. This is an amazing piece. Wow. Like, it's huge, it's the whole wall. It's really just spectacular. It's so vibrant. All right. So this is it. This is the CHAZ right here. See them? This is our police officers posting up over there. So we got a few more minutes left, and we'll go across. So we're on that side of the street as we walk up. All Black Lives Matter, including the ones that got shot, of course. The phrase isn't all Black Lives Matter except whatever random group I decide to exclude. Not the phrase. Solidarity Green. Hey, thank you so much. Appreciate it. So the CHOP is on the other side of this block of buildings, right? Basically, the Capitol Hill Autonomous protest at the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone is there, or Occupy protest. Remember, there's a lot of acronyms here. Can't drop that bait in here with a 2-day-old account. Well, it'd be super good if I got to say, you know, goodbye to Esteban. So that would be, you know, awkward but fun. But this is it. This was the second to Main Street right here. So this is 11th and Pike. There's no signs on this side. So this is 11th and Pike, and this is where basically one of the main drags was if you were here with us. So this is the precinct station right there. You see the kind of like round looking lights on the side of the buildings right down there as you go down the wall. That's them, all right? So that's the 13th precinct. That's the police station that we were fighting about and all the rest. All right, we're gonna go on up the street here.
We don't get when you guys can't put masks on.
Right on! But for the sake of discussion, the battle for Seattle in 2020 was on this street right up here, on 12th and Pine, which is 1 block over to our left. So we're on Pike. As I already mentioned once, but I'll mention it again, Officer Esteban is up. Officer Esteban was right up here. My God, look, it's not my fault. Officer Esteban is just amazing. To be honest with you, I'm pretty sure that I just want to fuck the police. You know, like really, like give it to them good, raw dogging it hard. You feel me? Toss them a 5 and say, here's money for the cab, baby. This is where it was. This is it. Like this is the main street right here. This is the main CHAZ thing. We've been here night after night after night. You've seen it. Right down this street right here, there were the like all the fucking pavilions on this one side right here, and then right over here there was all these tents and everything, and that's how it was. So look, we've got like 5% on the battery. All right, 5%. So we're gonna flip it around so I can say goodbye to you for the last little bits, right? So and we'll keep on walking. So thanks for being here today. I can't really read the screen right now. That's all gonna die in just a second. So actually, you know what? Hold up. It doesn't have to. Dahlia, could you be smart? No. But sometimes, just every so often, I have a flash. Okay, friends, can I take you with me the rest of the way? The rest of the way? Is it the rest of the way for us together? As friends, colleagues, comrades? I'm not sure. It's fucking dicey, not gonna lie. Oh, you made it. You made it. You made it with 5%, okay. So, all right. This is, I think you made it. Why won't you see anything? Okay. Here we go.
Gotta take a picture, man.
Friends and allies for sure.
Gotta be real.
You're right. Time there now. It's almost 1700. It's 1655. All right, and actually, now that I got you on this for a second, what I wanted to see is just up at the side of this road over here. So let's go over here and take a look since we're here. You know, just like since we're here and all, we could just go look. When's the next time you're gonna be here? You're not gonna be here again. How do I say 2000 hours? 2000 hours. Right? 20, 21, 22, 19, 8, whatever. Copy, thank you. You're welcome.
I don't see a signature on it.
You say it 8. I mean, only if you want someone to think you're talking about sometime in the morning. All right. So, yeah, this is the other cadre of police officers that we could see from the other side all the way around. We had to hoof it all the way from Broadway to get over here. But this is it, okay? So there it is. So you can see them. You can see them all down on the street here, right, lined up in a different pattern, and another group in the middle. See that group all the way down there? That's not the group at Broadway. We walked all the way down and around, but that isn't the group that we just saw. Nevertheless, this is what's going on. Lindsay, hey, thank you for that follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to Dark Side of the Rainbow. Green television with an underscore. So thanks for being here. It's again, as I mentioned, time for us to take our sabbatical, take our leave of here. Local access only. Not even really. Like if I wanted to go get a haircut over here at Bang, I probably can't. If I want to go to this restaurant, I probably can't. But I don't know. Like I didn't ask. I just presume I can't go to any restaurants or bars or businesses since, you know, unless I have an ID here. But like this bar, for instance, can I go to this bar? This bar is like one corner of it, like that part of it is in there, but the door is over here. Can I go in that bar? I don't know. Oh, it's all the way to Broadway. I just walked all the way back from Broadway side.
What's that mid-range? Because I definitely feel like there's people in there that aren't police officers.
That's the press. So they brought in a bunch of folks with press passes and stuff to give them a tour.
Okay. All right. Wonderful. Thank you.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
They would not let me go in since I didn't have mine with me. Like, fuck them.
So it's just to see what they did with the park, or is that the purpose?
I have no idea. Like, I think they brought him in there so that people could see what they did with all the tents and all the other stuff that was there. There was maybe 500 or 600 pieces of PPE gear, like masks and all that kind of stuff like that. It's all just been bulldozed and thrown away, I guess. So, like, that's typically what Seattle police do with all the stuff. So, that's what we were filming a lot of that today, and you can still see them bulldozing and throwing shit away now. As they say, they'll let you go get your stuff back unless it's a biohazard. So if you wore it, if it's your clothes, biohazard, you can't get it. Medicine, did you touch it? Did I assume this eviction?
Well, no,
yeah.
You said that people can be able to return things. And so I did a tweet about that saying, like, whatever, the stuff will be collected, catalog, whatever. And then the heavy equipment was coming through and pushing out. And so I tweeted another video, and I was like, well, so much for the getting your stuff back.
Right, yeah, that's not happening.
That wasn't going to happen.
Your stuff is gone, guys.
You had a tent, well, it's now rubble.
Yeah. Did I assume the eviction from 5 a.m.? I got out here, so I was up in my apartment when it started. So I got out here about 5:30. So by that point, they'd already pushed all this street clean, and they just walked through the tents, kicking them over and kicking people out. And I was trying to get that as I was coming out of the apartment and stuff. And I mostly didn't get it until I got down on the street. And by that point, they'd already cordoned all this off. So I wasn't able to get into this zone at all without risking arrest. But I did managed to get in on the backside of Cal Anderson Park before they had it closed off over there. And so once I got in over there, that's when we saw the other people getting arrested, right? Remember, like the 5 people like locking arms and stuff in the streets, and then them coming at us saying that if we didn't move back on the other side of Denny, that they were going to arrest us. And then they said that it didn't matter that we were oppressed, that no exclusions permitted, no one was allowed to be here. And so that's how it was. That's how it was. There was nothing other than that. So we walked around. We stood over on the corner of the street. We kind of yelled at them for a bit. You know, we stood around. They put cop electrical tape all over it, like they do, and then they told us not to cross it. Then they came and kind of like intimidated the crowd for a little bit because we kind of got noisy. There were people yelling and stuff like that. So a group of like 10 of them came up on one side of us, and another 10 came up on the other side and started, you know how they do, they kind of line up and start walking at you menacingly. So they kind of, like those of us who were here to just record and not do anything other than that, we kind of moved back out of the way because they were threatening to arrest us. Like, we don't care that you're press, you're going to get arrested if you don't move. So, like, you know, big cameras and all the rest, we're like on tripods and all the rest of that kind of stuff. And it's just like, you know, get fucked. I did toss some choice witticisms. I've been railing on these guys all day long for not wearing masks out here. Like, our mayor has issued an order that says we've got to wear masks in public, and probably 60% of the police officers out here haven't been wearing masks. This line of officers is all good. They all got masks on. They're actually even doing good with social distancing distance, you know. But like the rest of these guys have just been like, whatever, fuck it. Who cares? COVID, I guess, right? Ha ha! Yeah, none of the Portland wear PPE. I don't understand it. Like, you know, COVID doesn't care about our politics. It doesn't care about any of that stuff. And the fact that people just run around like it's not a real thing, like I just don't get it. I don't get it at all. Especially when you're in a position like being a police officer where you're public facing and you have to follow these rules. You would think, look, I don't know. I don't want to give any of these guys my COVID, and I sure as shit don't want to get their COVID. So, I don't know. Being masked is very poor scene these days. Mask off. Yeah, it's true. That's how you know they're brave, because their badge will shield them from the virus. Test. What's up, Niff? The Paris Commune. Oh, what's up, yo, Paris? Bring in it. A large percentage of people don't think COVID is real. Yeah, I know they don't, right? I know they don't. I also think those people are stupid as shit, so. You're mad that people aren't wearing a mask outside, but you're fine with occupying a portion of the city. Yes. Yes. That's a fairly, I guess, simplistic explanation, but that seems to sum it up fairly well. I'm happy to stand on the streets. I'm not so happy when these jokers with COVID stand around next to me without wearing a mask. I don't see how these things are really confusing in fairness, but whatever. Lots of things are confusing in life that I don't think are. So there's that. But my pandering aside, it is 1700. You believe that COVID is a hoax in the sense it's being used to control us. Well, you're wrong about that. So, I'm glad I could tell you that. Yeah, well, this is the problem when you ultimately have a system that has like folks like these like represent it, right? When you have a system that lacks accountability, people don't take it as trustworthy because there's no consequence if you are not trustworthy, right? In normal society, if somebody's untrustworthy, there's a consequence for that. But if the police are untrustworthy, there's no consequence. They're in fact allowed to lie to us as civilians, right? So that's the thing they do that causes an inherent distrust to arise in the populace for every system which is part of it. So it's the police, it's the CDC, it's Dr. Fauci, it's everybody who represents whatever the system is, right? So whatever that system is, it is not represented because people don't trust it, and they don't trust it because there's no accountability. So how do you get accountability in a system which inherently does not want to be accountable? Well, you know, you got to try some new stuff. They are protected by the law, but they are not bound by the law. Correct, they are not. This is a thing called qualified immunity. Police officers get qualified immunity. Other city employees do not. That means a police officer can break a law while on duty and not be held accountable. If you and I break a law while we're doing our jobs, even if we work for the city, we can be sued by the citizens of the city. However, police officers cannot be. That means they are unaccountable to the citizens. That means the police office itself is unaccountable. And unaccountability is how corruption arises. When no one is accountable, if I can't say to you, you have done this and this is the consequence for that action and these consequences have meaning, then there are none. There's nothing that's going on, and that's exactly what's going on here. That's why the American police are different than European police. European police have accountability in a way that American police don't have. I know that person. Do I think Chief Best will run for mayor? No. Who's accountable for the killing and the shooting of the people in Chaz? The people who did the shooting and the killing. What do you think? MAGA hides in their bunker singing Swamp Puppet Trump is going to save them, and then surely the violence police will come for them soon. Like they basically cleared it up. I think this mostly will be done probably, I don't know, probably another 2 hours or so. So there's that. And I know there's a march tonight at 8, p.m., but we can't be here for that. That is that's well past our end time here. As it turns out, we've been out here for 12 hours so far today. We got out here just after it all got kicking off at 5. So there's that. I'm going to be on the battery a little bit longer, so that's fine. We're not going to drop off right away. But thanks for being here on Green Television tonight, bringing you the bringing you the eco-socialist perspective from the Green Party. I know you might not be an electoral politician or anybody who thinks electoral politics means anything, but I will tell you, friends, that this is what we call a diversity of tactics. And I would tell you, let me give you a moment to explain it, since it's my stream and you're not going anywhere for a minute. So diversity of tactics, what that means in this kind of situation is that you have to have a reason to change, all right? And that reason is street level activism. That's people in the streets demanding the change. And you need to have people in the system who are priming the system to change, so that when the opportunity and the circumstances arise, then the demand from the street is there. The politicians who will be brave to make those changes can't do it unless they have the support from the people on the street. So the people on the street need to be there doing their thing. Then the politicians have the support of the people, and they can enact these changes. Because when I mean support of the people, understand that here in Seattle, and I'm just going to confine this to Seattle, if you wanted to change laws here, you're going up against Microsoft and Amazon. They have a lot of money. They have a lot of money, and you don't. You don't. I don't care how much money you have don't have a lot of money compared to Microsoft and Amazon. And so that's how our city is. Our city doesn't have a lot of money compared to those companies either. No one does. So we're in a rock and a hard place in my city with this shit. We're beholden to massive corporate interests. Like, so beholden to them. There's a 40-story tower that we walked by a little bit earlier today during our protest, right? I didn't point it out at the time, but there's a big 40-story tower there that was built specifically for fucking Amazon to occupy. All right, Amazon was gonna do it. So then 2 years ago, we passed a unanimous citywide proposal to impose a tax on all corporations with more than 200 employees. Now, friends, in Seattle, there are not a lot of corporations with 200 employees. What we were really talking about here is like a tax on Google, a tax on Facebook, a tax on Amazon in particular, and a tax on Microsoft. Okay, so we're going to tax Amazon, and what we're saying to them is something like, and we want to tax their robots also, but we want to tax them, right? And Amazon and the city council passes that tax unanimously. 2 days later, Amazon gets in a city council meeting and says to the council, if you do this, we're going to walk on that building lease, right? It's a 40-story building that we're building for Amazon to lease. And now they tell us, okay, if you do it, we're gonna bail. So 2 days later, the city council completely rescinds the proposal. They just kill it and remove it. All right, so now there's no tax on businesses with 200 employees, no extra tax, whatever. And Amazon still walks away. Amazon still says, fuck you, Seattle, and leaves. So now the city of Seattle is on the hook for a 40-story goddamn building that we built downtown for Amazon that nobody else in the city wants. And that, friends, is why you don't get beholden to fucking corporate interests. You say fuck you to them, and you make fuck you pay. Fuck you, Jeff Bezos, pay your money. Fuck you, Bill Gates, pay your money. All right, we're pretty close to where we're going to be, but capitalism works if you, and that's the thing, right? When people say the system doesn't work, I'm like, wrong. The system works fine. It just doesn't work for you and me because it's not made to work for you and me. That's why. That's why you make them build their own building. Yeah, right? That's why you do that. But remember, what they say is that if we don't do what they ask of us, they're going to take their headquarters elsewhere. And because Seattle, Washington State, doesn't have an income tax, right? We don't have income tax here. The only thing we have is sales tax. So with the sales tax kind of thing going on, you know, Seattle's like, oh no, we don't want to lose all the revenue. Oh no. Or something. Yep. You're not wrong. They absolutely do. It's a huge problem. I don't really know what to do about it because it's somewhat of an education issue, I think. No, I don't mean education like in a formal sense, like go read a fucking book. But I just mean like, you know, somebody really showing you what it is and letting you see it. Once you see it, I think you know, it's like everything else. Once your eyes are open, a mind stretched by any new idea is a mind which never retained its original shape. So I think once you have a mind, if your mind is open to being stretched by new ideas, then you'll end up in a different and completely new place. Hell yes, Queen. Y'all don't want communism, do you? You don't want the dirty commies to come? Oh my God. Yo, what's up, Squeak? All right, look, we've mostly posted out of dirty commies are already in power. What? Those fucking dirty commies? I'm not actually, I mean, I guess I'm technically a dirty commie because, you know, I like gardening. Steve, thanks for the follow, baby. Welcome to Dark Side of the Rainbow. Green television with an underscore. I love democracy. So we're out of the zone. We're out of the thing. We're away from the danger-ish, probably. There's only one last hurdle which we might potentially have to overcome, and that would be if somehow or another, through what we would call an unfortunate turn of events, our vehicle had managed to get towed. So. What about priapism? Is that a system of control? I am the danger. Oh, shit. What's up, Paris? Like, I like that kind of revolutionary talk. We need a new system, a modern system. Yeah, we do. Hey, my car's still here. I'm pretty fucking happy. I'm back. You're back. I'm almost gone, baby. You had an appointment? Me too. I didn't go to that appointment, but I had one. I went to a protest instead. Went to a march. And I got to pee in a tree. Y'all don't care about that, do you? Will you be super upset if I pee in a bush? Is that a thing that will bother y'all? Because, you know, I hope it doesn't. Well, you're not going to see it anyway because we're done. When I get banned, dude, I don't even know. don't even know. I'll have to tell you later. I have to look, I guess. One of the mods could tell you because it's on the thing. All right, so look, folks, thanks for being here with me today. Thanks for being with me all day long. I've really appreciated it. We're at the end of our time, the end of our day, the end of our stuff, and we are done, baby. Done, done, done. Done, done, done. Done, done, done. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Oh, my God.